welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I will be trying to recreate a cheesecake that Leslie did live yesterday or the day before yesterday, one of those two. So I just bought the stuff today and I'll be putting those down in the description. That way you guys can get those ingredients if you guys want to try to recreate this. Now, I did not buy the whipped cream or like strawberries. I just want to try it just by itself first and see how it tastes. After I am done, I will be talking to you guys about updates on the pregnancy and exactly why I hit my pregnancy. So okay, so first of all, what you want is a 9-inch pie crust. And sorry about mine, but basically Walmart had, this is all they had. And so yeah, if you guys want to buy this one, that's fine. This is the one that I got, but it's all messed up. But like I said, Walmart had these and they were all basically messed up. You also need 8 ounces of cream cheese, which this is the one that I got, 8 ounces. And then you also need 14 ounces of condensed milk, sweetened condensed milk. And then you will be needing half of carnation, which this one is actually 12 ounces. So you would only need about 6 ounces. And then you would also need your blender. So you put all the ingredients in there. Here we go. Okay, now that it's done, well, take it out first. You pour it in. See if you guys can see that. I know you guys can see that. Here. Let me bring the camera more down. Okay. You're gonna pour it in there. It overflowed. Well, we'll see what happens. This is my first time doing it, so I'm just recreating it, guys. I'm not... Okay, this is really overflowing. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna pour. I think that's good. Okay. As you guys can see, I'm not a perfectionist. This is my first time, so I know after my first time, or after we all do things the first time, we all mess up. We all tend to mess up. Okay, so let me show you guys. So that's what it looks like. Okay, as you guys can see, like all this, like all that. I just overflowed it. Like I said, I am not a perfectionist. This is my first time doing it. I've never done cheesecakes, so we're just trying to see how this one works, or how this recipe works. And yeah, if I like it, I'll keep on doing it. So you put your oven at 350 degrees. Mine is already done. And you will leave it there for 30 to 35 minutes. Whoa. I'll put my cheesecake in my oven, 350 degrees, 30 to 35 minutes. So I'm gonna put 35 minutes just to make sure. So we'll see what happens. While we're waiting on that, I'm just gonna talk to you guys for a little bit. And then go outside with the kids again and my husband. That's if they don't come back inside. But, so, serious moment. No, just kidding. So, basically the reason why I kept this pregnancy was because I had, so rewind. So on February of 2019 I was pregnant, and I went live on Facebook, and most of my family and my friends knew that I was pregnant. And on February 14th 2019 I announced that we were pregnant. I was only 8 weeks pregnant. And if you guys hear somebody yelling, that's my daughter. Or not yelling, but trying to talk. But that was the day that I got pregnant. And then a couple of weeks later, I had a miscarriage. A little bit of my family knew, and a little bit of my friends knew. I didn't really want to say it because it just broke my heart, because I knew that existed, but I didn't know that I could, or I never thought that it could have ever happened to me. And that is something that really broke my heart. And I wasn't depressed. I was just sad for like about a day and a half before this pregnancy. By the way, it was a girl. You guys saw it. But before this pregnancy, I really was thinking, like, I wouldn't think about it a lot, but I would be lying if I wasn't, if it didn't hurt my feelings. Every single time that I would see a mom with a baby, or every single time I would see a woman or a girl pregnant, like, I would be in that situation where I felt sad. I felt it, and I just couldn't, you can't take that out of your head. You really can't. And I sometimes, yes, like I would cry, like, a tear would come out, and I'll be like, no, I need to stop. But at the same time, it's like, it really did hurt me, So March of 2019, that's when I knew. That's when it was on a Saturday, and I had a miscarriage. A couple of months after March, I got pregnant again, and at 8 weeks, I got my miscarriage, or I got another miscarriage, and that was my second miscarriage. This one nobody knew except for me and my husband and my stepdaughter. None of my family knew, none of my friends knew, nobody, because I just wanted to play it safe and wait till after 12 weeks, because I was Googling and I've been searching and all that stuff. When is a higher risk for you to have a miscarriage? And they actually said basically your first trimester. That's when you can have a higher risk of having a miscarriage. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna stay quiet, and we'll see how it goes. And 8 weeks, I had another miscarriage. After that one, honestly, I kind of lost hope. I lost hope, and I was like, whatever, I'm not even gonna try anymore. And there was nothing there. Like, the feelings were still there of me having a baby and everything, but at the same time I was like, no, it's just not meant to be anymore. Like, I waited this long, and me having 2 miscarriages is just not gonna happen, after after 2 miscarriages, you know, it's not gonna happen me having another baby. So that happened, and so this one, after about a year exactly, I got pregnant, and I was like, no. You know, my husband was like, don't say anything, just keep quiet, and we'll see what happens. I was like, yeah, you know, right back at you, you know, that's what I had in my head. I'm like, I'm not gonna say anything until we're out of the danger zone, basically. So 8 weeks went by, and I was like, okay, we're good. 12 weeks went by, and that was my first appointment, because I also did not want to go to the doctor and for them to tell me like, you're gonna have another miscarriage. So I waited till 12 weeks. I went to the doctor for the first time at 12 weeks, and yeah, there was a baby there was a heartbeat, everything. And I was like, okay, I think this is gonna be it, you know, we're out of the danger zone now. So then after that, after my 12 weeks, I was supposed to have my appointment on April the 2nd, and that was at 16 weeks, because they were gonna check me every month. And it didn't happen because of this whole coronavirus going on. They closed down temporarily my clinic, and they had to send me somewhere else. So then after that, my other appointment that I had, which is maternal fetal medicine, that was with the special doctor, just to see how everything's going on, measure everything, measure my cervix, everything. And that was my next appointment on April 7th. So I went in there, and that's when they checked the baby's head, they checked the baby's heart, they checked everything. Everything about the baby they checked, they measured. They did measure my cervix, so everything is good. Baby is average right now. So my due date is September 22nd of 2020, and I do have some measurements of the baby, and I do have a picture of the baby too, so I'll be posting it around here somewhere. And so everything's going good, and with them I'll be going in every 2 weeks, just because I have had 3 preterm labors. One, my oldest, which is Aileen, she was 27 weeks, and she had to stay at the hospital for 2 months, so she was really tiny. And my second one, which is 29 weeks, she was 29 weeks, and that's Annette, and she's the one that had more complications. 1, I did not have enough fluid in my stomach. 2, she has a syndrome called Curtis-Shack syndrome. So there's like a lot of things that she has. And then my last one, which is Caitlin, which is my youngest one, she was 32 weeks. So all those 3, I had them preterm. So that's why I'm going to that doctor I'm gonna go to the doctor every 2 weeks. So my next appointment is April 21st in the morning, and that would be for, again, checking my cervix and checking that the baby is good. But for that one, so they told me like different things that I had. One thing, to prevent the preterm labor, there was 2 options that I had. One is to take progesterone, and 2 is a cerclage. The cerclage is like a needle, I'm guessing, a needle going into your cervix, and just to close it, and then it's gonna be closed until 37 weeks, and they'll take it off, and yeah, you'll be ready to have the baby. So I read about it a little bit. I was kind of skeptical because I've never had that done before. And the doctor was like, you know, that's one of the things that we do for moms that have preterm babies and they're pregnant. So I was like, okay, I'm good. And then the progesterone is just a medicine that, it's gonna sound nasty, but it's a medicine that goes into your vagina, and you just leave it there at bedtime. You put it on at bedtime and you leave it there, and it's just a medicine, and it's supposed to stop your cervix from opening up. So right now my cervix, I know this is TMI, too much information, cervix should be measuring at 3.5, and right now it's mine is measuring at 4.5. So it's pretty good. She said that's really good. She doesn't see any problems going with it right now, but those are my two options. So I was like, okay, what should I do? And that cerclage, I actually have to go to the hospital, and it's like a procedure. And I was like, do I really want that? You know, and I'll post a picture here of what they mean, you know, because it's actual stitches. And I'm like, no way, Jose. But I was thinking about it, and I was like, I don't know, like, I'm scared, you know, I really am for both, because I've never had both of them in my life at all. With all my 3 pregnancies, like, never. So the doctor was like, I know you haven't had a cerclage, so would you be okay if we go with progesterone? And I was like, yeah, I think so. I think that would be a lot better. So she was like, okay. She's like, so you'll be taking those until you're 37 weeks, and you stop taking them, and after that, you know, I can have the baby anytime. The progesterone pill should just stop opening my cervix, you know, for me not to have the preterm labor. So that's going on right now. So she said that if the progesterone does not work, then yes, we're gonna have to go into my second option, which is a cerclage. And honestly, I was like, okay, you know, and I'm just like hoping that the progesterone does work. So that was one. And then like I said, if this is too much information, you know, just skip ahead till the cheesecake comes out. But right now, like, I just wanted to be open with you guys, and especially with my family and my friends. You know, I want them to know what's going on, and you know that everything's good, but you know, these what I have to go through. And I know some moms do go through preterm labor. They have miscarriages and stuff like that. So I know if you guys see my video, I know it would probably put your mind at ease, because I've never gone through this at all. None of it. Like I said, if it's too much information, then just skip ahead. Other than that, you can continue watching this. But that was another thing. That was one thing. And then the second thing is that I have a cyst on my right ovary. And she just says that it happens normally to women that are in ovulation, or that were in ovulation, and it just pops out all of a sudden. But if it becomes to be painful, then yes, you go to the emergency room and they have to pop it or take it off, whatever. But as of right now, nothing has happened. Nothing. It hasn't given me like a huge big pain. Like right now, I'm good. So that was another thing. And they're not problems, but well, the cyst is, but it's not a big problem, you know, for me to be like, okay, I have to go in. And then the progesterone with the cerclage, that's not a problem right now. Like I said, I hope the progesterone is working. And if it isn't, you know, I'll be like, oh God, this is happening. But yeah, other than that, pregnancy is going good so far. And yeah, it is a girl. Like I said, we didn't mean to have another girl, but we're having another girl. And we thought of a name already, but we won't say it, or I won't say it. None of us would say it till maybe when she's born. I'll keep that a secret. So right now we have about, oh, I'm wearing my, let's do makeup, baby girl. Let's do makeup, and I think that's it. But we have about 10 more minutes, so I'll wait that till, I'll come back. Sorry, the lighting right here. Ugh. But I'll come back once the cheesecake is done and I'll show you guys how it came out. I'm hoping it came out good, because if not, I'm gonna be so mad. And the baby's gonna be so mad too. Anyways, I'll be back when the cheesecake is done. Okay guys, I put 5 more minutes because it looked kind of jiggly. Like I said, I don't know how this is supposed to come out, but it came out really jiggly, and I poked it with the freaking sorry, I came up the stairs and now I'm like out of breath. But yeah, I poked it with the toothpick and it came out clean. So I just don't know. What do you guys think? Comment down below, please. But I'm gonna let it cool off for a couple of minutes, and then I'll come back and show you guys how it looks from the inside. If it doesn't look good, I am going to throw it away because nobody is going to eat it. But we'll see. I'm gonna let it cool down, and then I'll come back and cut it and show you guys. Okay guys, so I left it inside, or I left it outside for a couple of minutes. I honestly don't know how many minutes, and then I had to put it inside the fridge because the bottom was a little bit still hot. So I am about to cut it. It did go down, so you guys can see it did go down. Because a while ago when I took it out, like it was like super fluffy, like this was like literally like this much. So I left it cooling down, and it went down. But we'll see how it comes out. Like I said, this is my first time doing it, so don't judge me. Like I said, if we don't like it, I'm just gonna throw it away and try to make a new one. Let's see. Okay, so a little bit stayed in there, which is the actual the crust. I guess the bread didn't come out like as I wanted to. Hold on. There you go. So it didn't come out as I wanted to. But let's see how it tastes. See if it tastes good. It doesn't taste bad. It actually tastes like cheesecake. But I don't know if I need it like a little bit more in the oven. But it's not terrible. It looks good. Or it tastes good. I mean, I'm eating it. It's good. Like I said, it's good, but I don't know. It's not what I expected. So, like I said, I'll try to find another recipe and see if I can find something else, and I'll do another one. And I'll do another one, and I'll vlog that one too. That is it for this video. Because if you guys want to recreate this, I will be leaving the ingredients down below in the description. That way you guys can get everything and try it out and see if you guys like it. And if you guys do try it out, just comment down below and see how you like it and rate it at 1 through 10. 10 being the best, 1 being like That is it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell on the side for you guys to get notified every single time I upload a new video. And that is it. I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye guys.